All right. Boom. Hello, America. Hello, world. Hello, you. It is your new best friend, Cashmere, California. And this is the Pod is Good podcast, aka the Notorious P.I.G, episode 43. Pod is good. And all the time, if you know, you know. If you don't, keep listening. You will learn. Today, we introduce the scoreboard. It is our new deviation from the show. This is our sports episode. We will be here every week. I got a few of the best sports fans that I know to talk about week 3 of the NFL. And there's a lot to talk about. So let's get it going. Gentlemen, what's going on? What's going on? Are y'all ready to get into it?
Oh yeah.
I know we are. Let me first introduce everybody. First off, we got my man Tony White in the building, the Philadelphia Eagles fan. What up, Tony?
What up?
Uh, yeah. And then we got my man Vance Bug in the building, the dedicated Raiders fan. What's good, Vance?
What's up with
I
it?
I see you. Then my man DeVal is in the building. New Orleans Saints is in here. What's up?
Who that?
And then I got my man Stefan in the building, the premier 49ers fan in the building. What's going on?
And the faithful in the house.
49ers faithful. All right. Thank you guys for being on the first episode of the Scoreboard Show. I want to get into a little bit of college first. I know we're going to recap the NFL, but we had a big moment in college football, and there's an NFL guy that connects the game back to the professional league, and that is our man Prime Time. But man, did you guys see Oregon destroy Colorado this weekend on Saturday night or Saturday afternoon?
They had their number, Doc.
Yo, it was ugly.
They
It
had
was
their
ugly.
number.
Yeah, I actually predicted that game.
Oregon
They was
had
going to
that.
lose.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the next one too.
yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, because the next one is
They
SC,
play,
right?
they play
They
SC.
play
SC.
I think they're gonna be SC though.
Yeah, SC ain't been looking that great.
Yeah,
They ain't
But
gonna
who
beat
knows?
SC.
they bigger. USC is you see. Colorado has a problem with size. They're small.
Yeah, yeah,
So USC is bigger than Oregon.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
And that
USC
was
gonna outscore. USC gonna outscore Colorado.
oh yeah. It was that size difference was on full display this
yeah,
weekend. They look like runts compared to Oregon.
absolutely. Yeah. So
That
so
that
and
And
then
you
they
know they
just
was missing
and
their
then they
best
just showed the
two-way
whole
player
world the
too, and
blueprint
Hunter.
how to beat them.
Right.
True. What you say,
Yeah.
Steph?
So yeah, they was missing one of their best two-way players too, and Hunter. Man, when you missing a player like that, it makes a huge difference. Not that I think that they would have beat Oregon,
Right.
but he was a playmaker, and
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
team right there, he a big playmaker. So you
Yeah, but
need
the
somebody that
problem is they
can.
couldn't get the ball. They couldn't get the ball. They held the ball for 9, 10, 11 minutes. Defense was tired. They would run down. That was the blueprint.
That was it.
Yeah, my man
That
done
was
took
Yeah,
it.
they
more
couldn't get
sacks
the
than
ball.
anybody in college football already. He done took more
And
sacks
they
than
can't block.
anybody.
And their offensive line can't block nobody. They
Right.
just showed them. In the last couple of games, it was the same way, but they just got lucky.
The
Mm.
defense look bad, man. The defense,
Yeah,
they giving up too many points.
you can't be on the field, 9, 10 minutes at a time, man. You going three and
It's
out. The defense don't.
ain't
Right.
no
You know.
substitute for speed, and
Yeah,
Oregon had a lot of speed. So
yeah,
Yeah, Hunter's out for the
ain't
next
no
3 or 4
substitute.
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They got some comeback to play. I mean, because like you said, everybody got their number now. So now it's like, okay, once we done figured out how to beat you, which there's the NFL team that might have, show their cards this weekend too. Once somebody shows
Right.
how to beat you, then what can you do? Now they coming. You ain't gonna change your game plan. You are what
Exactly.
you are.
Exactly. Yeah. He said it. He got 7 dogs coming. That's what he gonna need. He gonna need them big boys up front to be effective in this college game. And next year, give him
Yeah,
next year, he'll be good.
Well, oh yeah, because you got more cats. They're gonna want to come to him next year. So yeah, they're gonna want to come to him next year. It's gonna be nice in Colorado.
Yeah.
yeah. When he builds that offensive line, yeah, they're gonna be a different looking team. Because right now that O line was just um
Yeah. Yeah.
the defensive line too. Truthfully,
Yeah. You need big boys. You got to have some big boys up front. TCU showed that, right? And then Colorado State showed that. They
Mm,
showed it. You know what I mean? But they just couldn't beat them. You know what I mean? They showed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, well, Coach Prime will come back. He'll figure it out,
Oh
man.
yeah.
That was just one of them teams. Sometimes you just realize like the other team's just better.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's it.
mean?
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing we got in the playbook. Ain't nobody we got on the roster to
Yeah.
save us. It just is
Yeah.
what it is. You ain't winning today. It's like
Yeah.
that Crawford fight. Like ain't nothing that could have told Spence in the corner that was gonna change the fight. At some point, it
Exactly.
just is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like that 49 in Dallas. Just
All
no
right, so
matter,
moving on, moving right
Yeah.
along. Uh, our next topic. Speaking of the Cowboys, though, we did deal with some devastation prior to the Sunday's devastation. We lost my man Trayvon Diggs, man, the leading the NFL in takeaways, all pro, top dude. They say the emotion of our team lost him for the whole season with an ACL injury. What do you
damn.
guys think this means for the Cowboys, whose defense really was their saving grace?
Next man up.
I really don't think it's the defense is the problem.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
think the defense is the problem. I think that, and I always been saying it that it's the quarterback that's gonna lead the team to a championship, and I'm not sold on the quarterback yet.
yeah.
You're not talking about a Super Bowl champion. You're talking about an NFC championship.
Yeah, NFC Super Bowl, NFC Super Bowl. I just don't
I mean,
think
you
that
can't. They have to go through the steps, though. They're not going to just go from 3-10. I'm just
yeah,
saying, man.
yeah, but I really think it's the quarterback, and if the quarterback don't go, then Dallas ain't gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. What you
Yeah,
what
they
you
may
think,
win the
Vance? I
state
know you
championship.
you know I know you're a Raider fan. I get that. I get that. But looking at the Cowboys losing Diggs, how big of a loss was that?
I just been worried about my own sorrows. Okay, it's just been these Raiders. It's early in the season, so it's like earlier in the season I'm watching what my team is doing.
Yeah.
I kind of take an ear to everybody else,
Yeah.
but I kind of gotta watch what my team is doing because it's Raiders. We always in the battle, so I
Yeah.
gotta I gotta know what we going through before I see about anybody else.
I,
But
I get it.
I do agree with what's your name, Deval.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree that the quarterback is probably their main thing that they need to fix, and just that vision behind the ball, like just knowing where to go. But I don't think it's a defense with Dallas at all.
Yeah. No, I can agree. As a fan, I've watched the defense do work, like put in that pain on the other team, do everything they need to do. And then I watch my quarterback somewhere in the fourth corner literally go sign up for the other team. Like I've watched him go sign a contract with the other team. And so he throws the ball to them now because that's his new team. He still got our jersey on, but he plays for them now. I've seen this
Damn.
happen multiple times. And so, before this, they were saying that the Cowboys and the 49ers had the top two defenses in the NFL. Who do you think has the best defense now in the league, period? Like who showed that they had the best defense this week in week 3?
Who you
None of
Well,
who
y'all. None of y'all.
I,
Both
no
of
I think that right now the top defense in the league right now is the 49ers. I think Philadelphia is running second, and I think the Saints got a pretty good defense. You know, they only allowed 18 points, but you know we lost our quarterback, but still, I think they got one of the top, at least the top 10 defenses in the league. 49 is number one. Then I think Philadelphia. Then I put the Saints in the top 10 somewhere around there. I think
so
their defenses.
so we got the number one run defense though.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
Philadelphia
we
got a pretty good.
yeah, we got the number
Philadelphia got
one run defense, yeah.
yeah, they got a pretty good. They got a pretty good solid defense. Philadelphia. When they get their defensive backs back, they're gonna be pretty good too.
They're gonna be back this week.
Yeah, but them 49ers though, they got a tough defense over there. You know, that's the team.
yeah.
I think that's the team to beat right now is the 49ers. I
Yeah,
think, and then Philadelphia is right there too. But I think those are the two top teams in the league right now.
What
Well, you know,
what you
it's a long
what you
season,
saying,
and you know,
man?
we already
What you
see,
saying?
we
They're the
already,
team to
what you
we
beat.
are,
Hey,
They're the team to
I
we
think
beat.
just
they
seen,
are. You know, you gotta give it to them. I mean, like, come on now, the handwriting on the wall. They the two top teams in the league right now. The offense and
well,
defense, they both got good quarterbacks is playing good. Their offense is playing good. Their defense is playing solid. You know, look at
Both the
who else
offenses
out there?
okay.
Who else out there can beat them right now?
I would say both of those teams, at least that you mentioned, the Eagles and the Niners, their defense to me is playing stronger than their offense. I feel like the offense is doing good, but I don't feel like the Eagles' offense looked like last year's Eagles just yet. I feel like they still kind of
yeah,
getting it.
yeah, figuring it out. We got a new offensive coordinator, so you know it's gonna take a
Yeah,
little bit of time.
yeah,
You know,
and
but defense went.
even the Niners, like looking at Purdy. Purdy's, he has some great moments, but Purdy also got some sloppy moments here and there. So they,
oh
you
yeah,
still got
he
your
didn't miss some
McCaffreys,
throws.
your Debos, your Ayuks that your Kittles that make it look flawless, but it's still not moving with the efficiency that it did towards the bottom of the year. Not saying it's bad by far, just saying that defense is more of a standout to me right now.
Well, we'll
Oh
see
yeah,
week
there's
five.
always
We'll
room
see
for
week five.
improvement though.
week five.
Oh yeah,
Week five. We'll
we
see.
host the Cowboys.
Yeah, true,
That's
true.
but
That's
that's always
that's
gonna
true.
be a battle, you know.
So
That's gonna be a battle of turnovers. Whoever turned the ball over the most gonna lose the game, you know.
yeah,
So if you take care of the ball, you know, because they both got good defenses. You know, Dallas actually has a good running game if they run the ball.
and they run the
You know,
ball. Yeah,
stick to it.
yeah.
You know, they got to wait for the running game, and you just let you know. Look, man, I know you got good wide receivers, you know, in the Cowboys, but you know, just because you got receivers down there, you don't need to have to throw to them all the time. Use them as you know, let them open
Right.
up something, man, and that's one of the ones that the 49ers receivers they more they more hell bent on going down there blocking and knocking the mess out somebody. They get most joy satisfaction. You hear Kittle all the time talking about, man, I blast somebody. You know, same way with Debo. You know, but
Yeah.
if Dallas ran the ball
Yeah,
more and they stayed committed to it and didn't get away with it, they'd be better.
yeah. We talking about the NFC side, but you got some good teams on the AFC side too. You got Kansas City. You got Buffalo. Those teams are
Mm-hmm.
they showing that they got a lot of
Miami.
strength right now too.
It's only one team on the NFC side. That's Miami, man.
Miami.
It's
Yeah,
Miami Dolphins. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Well,
With that
Man,
passing attack,
oh man.
All right,
with that
putting up
passing
70
attack.
points, in the NFL game. That's pretty impressive.
man.
Crazy.
Let's get into that. Can you
We
say blowout?
blow
Uh,
out.
Man.
I mean,
Miami
70 points.
Dolphins 70-20 over the Broncos.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pay none of those players on the Denver Bronco team this week. I think they
Mm.
all should get a short check.
They quit on them, huh?
They quit. They just
They
quit.
was done by the second quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That was embarrassing, man.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
wasn't that a Miami record of 73 points?
That's an
But
Or
NFL
was it
record, I
That's
73
think.
and
That
an
was
0?
almost
NFL record
a
since
NFL record.
1966.
Yeah.
Who was that?
1966. That was the last time somebody scored 70
Did they say the
points.
Packers?
I
73
think it
points.
was
Who was
Green
that that
Bay
scored
scored
73?
76. Yeah,
Was it Green Bay?
yeah. It was 1966.
Okay.
Wow.
Man, you're
Wow.
not catching Tyreek Hill, man.
Just let it go.
Man, speed.
That
Just
Speed
let
dude,
ain't no substitute.
it
he remind me of cats in high school, bro, that just got wheels, like short and just go wheel
it's
you
like it's
down, boy.
right.
He
It's
catch
like
that angle on you, it's over.
that's it.
Over.
That's it. And you're not
So
gonna
they didn't
regret.
have Waddle this week.
Say it again.
The Miami didn't have Waddle this week,
No,
or is
yeah, he
he
didn't
out?
play. He
Yeah,
didn't play
Waddle
this
didn't
week.
play. Imagine that. They put up 70 without Waddle. That means everybody knows where the ball going and still can't do anything
Yeah,
about
What
yeah.
they got a tough game this week. They playing Buffalo up in Buffalo, so
it.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
that's a good one.
You know, we'll see how they really show
Yeah.
up in
The
Buffalo.
Buffalo defense
So
is a
will
lot
we
better
say
than the
that game
Broncos
was more of a defensive game or an offensive game?
Offense.
offensive game.
Yeah, that was definitely offense.
Yeah,
They
man,
scored 10 touchdowns, man. 10 touchdowns. I mean,
that's
Never seen,
unheard of.
never seen that.
come
Never
on.
seen that. As long as I've been watching football.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, never seen that.
They
Yeah,
didn't kick
that's
no field
embarrassing.
goals. It was 10 touchdowns, man. You
Yeah,
know?
it's
But then
embarrassing.
Yeah.
you got to also good question, Vance, about if it was offensive or defensive because you do got to give it up to the defense and special teams because they did allow for short fields because you got to have short fields throughout the game to score 10 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying in the game. You not it's not 60, 80 yard splash plays every drive,
Right,
but
Right.
they were getting those large chunks. But the defense and special teams definitely helped set up the offense for success.
They had a
right,
couple of
right.
interceptions, didn't they?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That was
that's just right.
that was the game.
Yeah,
I
that's just
feel bad. I feel bad for the Denver coach over there. You know, he come from the Saints, but he should have waited a couple of years and picked another team because that team Denver over there. I don't know. I don't think they're ready to win too many games this year.
Mm, yeah.
you ain't got no faith in your old coach, man.
Well, it ain't the coach; it's the players.
he was he was talking about how he was gonna change things and they was gonna do it the right way and all
Well,
this and all
well,
that.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
you can
and
talk all
he
you
had me
want, but if the
look
players don't show up,
look
if
he
the
had
players
me he had me thinking they was gonna go 9-0.
Oh
You know, at
yeah,
the beginning of that
yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then I woke up. Then
He
I woke
sold
up.
everybody. He sold everybody, but the players ain't selling nobody though.
Right, right. That part. That
Yeah,
part.
they saying he should have waited another year and went to the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what I think. So
Yeah,
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 yeah. That
yeah.
better.
That,
yeah. And that's another thing I
So
noticed
when
about
they gonna bench Russell Wilson?
he can't be fixed, man.
Russell,
Yeah, he
He
done,
can't
man.
no,
he,
he
he
not
can't be fixed.
he's not the quarterback he was in Seattle.
He's a
Mm-mm.
system quarterback.
But you gotta look
Yeah,
so look at Seattle. Look at
yeah,
Seattle. Look what Gino did. And Seattle looking
Yeah,
good. Carroll be the winner here because now we
right,
done got rid of you because you wanted to act up, and we plug in Gino, and you see what they doing.
yeah,
So
right, right.
yeah, Seattle
Yeah,
won
it's the
that.
coach over there. Yeah, he's a good coach though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real good
Right.
coach. He's proven college and pros. He's a good coach.
All right. So we
Yeah,
dealt
Pete
with,
Carroll's good dude.
can you say blowout? I guess we'll deal with can you say upset? Cowboys got dominated by the Arizona Cardinals 28-16. After Vegas thought that they would win, I think they were uh double digits in Vegas to win the game, and they literally got dominated. dominated. I guess
Nah,
I'll
they
speak.
choked too. Okay,
I guess I'll speak to the tragedy first.
they choked. They didn't. That was a choke. You supposed to score, not kick a. Come on, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
No, we're gonna get into it right now. We're gonna deal with it right now and get it over with.
Well, they
So
went in the air. They went into Arizona thinking that on paper that they was the best team and all the hype and everything, and Arizona went in there thinking they can win a football game, and so that's what happened. Arizona took it to them. The Dallas came in there thinking, oh, we just gonna come in there and they're gonna lay down, but they didn't.
right,
Arizona took it to them pretty tough. Yeah,
yeah,
that was a pretty tough game. That's a tough loss too. Dallas. That's a tough loss. Losing to Arizona.
Were they
yeah.
at home?
They were in Arizona.
They're in Arizona,
Oh, okay.
which might as well be a home game because when you look around the crowd in Arizona, you got more Cowboy fans in the stadium than you got Cardinals fans. So it's as gentle of an away game that you're gonna get.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I was in Vegas this weekend, and it was more Pittsburgh fans than it was Raider fans in
Man,
Las
I seen
Vegas.
that crowd was nothing but
Man,
Oh
black
yeah, it
and
was
yellow.
nothing but them dirty towels. Them dirty towels
man,
just
I
flying
couldn't
everywhere.
believe it, man. I was in Vegas, and I was like, wow, look at this. It was more Pittsburgh fans in the stands than it was Raider fans.
It was
That's
kind of like
Well,
crazy.
that when we
that's
played the
why. Look here,
'90s in January. It was
we didn't
super '90s
already
fans
done
out there in Vegas.
49er fans and already dubbed SoFi Stadium Levi South. We got two stadiums, Levi North and Levi South. So you look at all of those
Look at
49er fans.
First of all,
Relax, relax,
last time you
relax.
played us, who won? Last time y'all
What's
put y'all
that?
uniforms and played us, who won?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no. I
let's
said
talk.
the SoFi, the
Let's talk.
Rams. I
You
just said
stuttering.
the
You
Rams.
stuttering. Let's talk.
yeah, yeah. He missed
The the
SoFi Stadium, not Levi.
Oh,
Oh,
SoFi,
okay.
SoFi,
oh yeah, that game
SoFi.
they was out there
SoFi.
too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, we show up, man. So
Yeah.
we got a stadium in Santa Cruz, and we got a stadium down here in L.A. Levi North and Levi South.
Ain't got
So yeah,
nothing in San Francisco. My God.
ticket ticket sales don't lie. Hey,
Hey,
it
hey,
is what it is.
hey, with that, let's go. Let's go to the next portion since I got you right there, Niner. Let's recap each of our team's game this week. I kind of did the 49. I mean, the Cowboys already, but I'll do it again for this segment. So 49ers, how did your team do this week?
I think the offense still they started a little slow. I noticed their theme this year, man, is they just keep on grinding. They play a physical game, so that's their mentality right now. So you might start slow, but they figure keep on beating you down. I mean, you scored 30 points first three games, so they'll just keep on beating you down, wearing you out, and that's their mentality. I like to see them really get on track on the offense. I mean, McCaffrey's still doing his thing. They have breakout plays, Debo, IU,
Yeah, yeah,
McCaffrey, but not consistently, not fluid like
yeah,
they're gonna need to be when you get to the second half of the season. Your offense gonna need to be fluid. You can't be missing no third down and short
Yeah, you
conversions. You're
gotta
gonna need to
score.
make those. You're gonna need to keep your offense on the field. So,
that's a fact.
but they got work to do. But they being physical, and they feel their mentality is that they could out physical team that they face. So they kind of laying they on that defense being physical, and then let the give the offense a short field, hopefully a chance to make some plays. So
Yeah,
Brock
yeah,
Purdy, he doing Brock Purdy stuff, But Kyle Shanahan, I give a lot of credit to him. He offensive guru. Right now where they are, in their scheme of things that he do. He just got to keep it pushing because the second half of the season, barring any injuries, is going to be the telltale sign. You're going to lose the games, couple games probably in the first half of the season, but if you can stay healthy and take care of those games in the second half when they really matter, they'll be all right.
yeah. Yeah, that's the big part, staying healthy. Duval, how your Saints look this week?
Uh, they look pretty good. I mean, they played well in for 3 quarters. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they lost their quarterback. Carr got hurt,
Yeah,
but it, James Winston, he's gonna have to step up because in the second half we didn't score no points in the second half. But the team overall they played pretty well. It just came down to whenever you come down to a field goal and somebody's out there trying to kick a field goal with their foot, anything can happen. And it just cost us. But overall though, I say the team is, if you're looking at on a scale of 1 to 1, 1 to 100, I say they about maybe 75, 80%. They're a pretty good team. They could have been 3-0. It's just that they missed the field goal, but when you're up 17-0 and then you lose your quarterback, then your second string quarterback is supposed to be able to come in and be capable of winning games. And
yeah,
he didn't score no points in the second half. And, that's what cost us this week. But, you go back to the drawing board and you look at week 4. Week 4. Don't think about week 3 anymore. Go forward. Let's look at week 4 and see how we come out week 4.
that makes sense. Vance, how your Raiders look?
We all know. But no, but yeah, for me, I'm still trying to get, warm up to the guy we've been talking so much trash about all these years, and now he's our quarterback. I
That's
Jimmy
tough.
think
G.
he needs to definitely take a look at his team and just stop going to just Adams. Like, you got other
Telegraph.
guns. Y'all need to really open up that playbook. I don't know what's going on in practice, but y'all need to do something.
Yeah.
Um, I miss Waller. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I miss Waller having that inside, but I don't know. They just got to get those wheels turning somehow. We had an opportunity where we could have won if we had a little bit more heart about the game, but we try to kind of play it safe and think we can kind of get the ball back in time and try to score. Nah, we were all thinking that, since the coach is from New England, Garoppolo's from New England, finally he got somebody he can communicate. Because last season, it seemed like the team didn't understand his lingo as far as how to operate on the field, and they were like, they couldn't really get with him. But we figured, okay, you got Garoppolo coming in, he's from the same camp. Maybe it'll be different, but it's not panning out as well. See, on Sundays I play. I'm a musician, so I can't catch the games like I want to. But I'm definitely, this is the time to get on, because week 4 now starting. You get to see, like I say, I got to give it some time to see where we going with it, because
Yeah.
it seems like we always rebuilding, we always trying something out. Now we got to figure out what's the gel with this particular crew. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of just sitting back, ready for any, smack talk to go on, because we are Raider fans, that's what we do.
That's what
But
y'all do.
when
That's
we
what y'all do.
when
Stay
we
true to
want
yourself.
to take it back and talk about the game, it's like, okay, they need to utilize Jacobs more, because running is good, but it's like they gotta utilize it. It seems
Yeah.
like I'm just not feeling it, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Maybe they just trying to try some stuff out before they really start hitting. I don't know, but hey,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. I respect that. Somebody has a TV or something on. There's a lot of background noise, so try to make sure you reduce your background noise as much as possible. In the chat, my man Mike Woodward pointed out Bird Gang, go Eagles 3-0. So I guess with that, we'll go to Tony next. How did your team look this week, Tony?
3-0. We looked okay. You know, I'm not really satisfied. With the overall picture, but we look pretty good. Offense is getting there. We got a new offensive coordinator, so I think that's going to take a little time. But we look pretty good. The running game is strong. Defense is strong, so we look pretty good. No complaints. We're going to get better.
Yeah.
It's the NFC East. It's pretty tough. So every game is pretty good. So we'll see. Just like Steph said, barring any injuries, we should be okay. It's not much to talk about. Everybody see it. You know what I mean?
All right. All right, and I'll end with the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys this week looked in a single word, average. I didn't see it. I didn't see the spark. I didn't see the glisten. I didn't see the polish that they showed the first two games of the year. They outscored their first two opponents 70-10. A large part of that was an incredible defense that just put it on and did not let up. Yeah, they weren't the most amazing teams, but they were teams that looked good against others. They just didn't look good against us. Matter of fact, the Giants actually came back and beat the Cardinals. They was losing and came back and beat the Cardinals. We ran through the Giants and then somehow get to week 3 and we get worked by the Cardinals. I was surprised to see Dak get outplayed by Dobbs. I'm like, Dobbs is nice, but come on, Dak. Come on. You like $50 million man. Come on. What are we talking about here? You need to be able to lead a team to victory at any given time, even if you don't have all the weapons. My defense did not feel like they felt the first couple of games. They felt like they were mourning a loss. Even when I looked at Micah didn't have the same tenacity. A large part of that was the defensive play calling from Arizona. Offensive play calling from Arizona. They ran at Micah. So instead of letting Micah come around the edge and chase down the quarterback or chase down a running back, they ran at him. So they were sending 2 or 3 guys at Micah almost every play. So I'm looking for D-Law to fill in the gap. You know what I mean? That many people they putting on Micah, you should have an open guy on the other side to cause some pressure on Dobbs. They weren't able to get it done. So it was definitely a humbling game, especially, all the talk was about how the Cowboys looked the most dominant. I saw people putting Cowboys at number 1, Niners at number 2, Niners at number 1, Cowboys at number 2. Now they putting Cowboys like wherever. It's like they're not even talked about. We're talking about the Eagles for some reason. Like, we ain't really talking about them the first couple of weeks. Now
You talking about the NFC champions?
No, not them.
NFC champions. No, we talking about the Super Bowl losers.
Yeah, but we're talking about Dallas making it to the NFC. Period. Make it to win a playoff game. That's what we talking about.
Oh man. So anyway, after this week, I know it's still early in the league. We're only in week 3, going into week 4. But to each of you, who would you say is the best team in the NFC and AFC? I want your number ones in both conferences. Tony, let's go to you first.
Number 1 is no question about it is the Miami Dolphins in the AFC. Yeah. They're looking unbeatable right now. Although I think they could be slowed down. You just got to keep the ball out their hand, right? Keep that defense on the field. But Miami Dolphins is looking unbeatable right now. They're looking really, really good. And then of course, I'm gonna go with
All right, Javance.
Yeah.
All right, Javance. What is your call for the NFC?
I'm definitely gonna go with Miami. They really play.
Yeah.
As far as NFC,
careful.
You say be careful. You go threaten the man now, man.
Right. You gonna cut him off.
Is Bills is AFC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, top in your contenders really are Niners, Eagles.
I'm trying to stay away from them guys.
Cowboys. I mean, really, you kind of got the top 3 sitting right here. I can't think of anybody else that you could put. I mean, you got the Commanders, you got the Saints.
I gotta watch a little bit more. I think I would go with this. With the Saints is all right. They just unfortunate this week. I was watching some of the highlights. It was all right.
Yeah, they look good.
And they're missing their running back too. Kamara would have made a big difference in that game.
Yeah, he makes it back this week though. He's off a suspension this week.
Yeah, he would have made a big difference in that game. Trust me, if they was up 17-0, he could have sealed the game for him.
Right. Yeah.
Who could have? Who?
The
Alvin
Kamara,
Kamara, the running
the
back.
Yeah,
Kamara, yeah, he's back
It's,
this week though.
yeah.
yeah. Speaking of
But
that, I think
also, I think we were fortunate to get a quarterback too that from the Raiders. Carr's not a bad quarterback.
No.
He just
He's
needs
solid.
he needs a solid offense and a good defense, and he could he could be that next Drew Brees. You
he
never
could.
know. So
I
so we
actually, I actually was rooting for us to try to get Carr because after we ended the year last year, all the talk was getting rid of Dak, and I'm like, yo, Carr is looking for a home. Carr is nice.
yeah
Carr
we got
don't
a
Carr.
Yeah, we got a pretty good offense, man. We got some nice wide receivers with Kamara when he come back next week. So, but we're looking forward to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, yeah.
Who y'all got next week?
All right, it's prediction time. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
okay.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go to your game. Who you got? Saints.
uh, who the Saints playing this week?
Yeah,
Uh,
y'all got the Bucks.
yeah, we're gonna come on now. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be at home. We playing the Bucks.
I
You
don't
see
know.
what
Baker Mayfield be looking good
I
sometimes.
don't know. The Baker Mayfield didn't look too good last night, so
He had a
you
couple
know.
of
So,
times he dropped in there, but then he does the
yeah,
Baker Mayfield.
he
He does.
didn't look too good last night. So I'm not thinking the Saints got a chance to win this game Sunday.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Niners. Who y'all got next week? Y'all got the Cardinals. Oh man.
We got the Cardinals division game, baby.
Yeah, y'all got the
And
Cardinals.
we got them at the house. Yeah, we
I
got
hear
them
that.
at the house. So we're gonna try to make that the last week fiasco. We're gonna try to make that a one and done, and keep them. But you remember Kansas City
Mm,
had what Miami has now. Kansas City had all of the speed, the Tyreek Hill, and all of the speed that they had.
yeah,
And Miami is just a carbon copy of Kansas City with
absolutely.
more speed, though. I
Absolutely.
mean, they got more speed on defense. I mean, but if you look at what Kansas City did, man, you just Tyreek Hill, man, a 5 and out, man, and he down the field running 80 yards, man.
Quick.
So but they just got speed, man. Ain't no substitute
Yeah.
for that. And if you can't cheat on a player, you can try to zone them out. You can't play them man for man,
Right.
So uh, unless they just turn the ball over, you're gonna have to score some points to beat Miami.
Right.
Bottom line,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to score some points because they scoring points. Now their defense is solid, but you're gonna have to score some points to beat Miami. As far as the AFC goes, the NFC, I think right now, teams is they position, and you got Philly, you got the 49ers. Dallas one game is not gonna, sidetrack them. They still got a hell of a defense. Whenever you got Parsons on the field, you got problems. So, but
That's a
like
fact.
your DB, we played in many years with the 49 backfield was suspect cornerbacks, but it was that front four and them linebackers, and still right now we don't have the best uh, cornerbacks and safeties in that D line.
Yeah.
Make you hurry up and get rid of the ball. And that
That's
gives
a fact.
your cornerbacks a chance to make a play.
That's a
So
fact.
if you don't have time and pat the ball 10 or 12 times before you release it, then you could throw an interception too. Your defense gonna get some, and
Yeah.
so right now, like I said, the second half of the season gonna be the telltale, and I think the healthiest team in the NFC is the one that's gonna make it to the NFC Championship game. We
Yeah.
lost 4 quarterbacks. You
Yes, y'all
know,
did.
so
Yes, y'all did.
you can't win it. When you got your running back McCaffrey as your starting quarterback, come on, you can't
Right.
win no game,
Yeah.
especially
That part.
you know.
That
I
part.
mean, we could have been playing the Dorsey Dons if we don't have no quarter. I mean, we was playing Philly, but it didn't matter. We could have been playing SC. We would have got whopped.
Right.
So
Right.
without no quarterback, you just can't play, especially in the NFL. So the
Yeah.
second half of the season, barring any injuries, the healthiest team I think in the NFC is a team that's gonna come out.
That makes sense. Raiders, y'all got the Chargers week 4. What's your prediction?
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win. How y'all gonna win?
You got a backup quarterback.
How are you gonna do this? How is Garoppolo gonna outplay Herbert?
Spread the field out.
Yeah.
Use what he has instead of just going to the go-to. It was
Yeah.
working for him. They got lucky, but I really feel he needs to use some of his other weapons at other times. Definitely, adding Jacobs more into the game.
Jimmy G is out. Jimmy G is out this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
Who's
they're
your
going
backup?
to the backup, the quarterback that used to play with New England Patriots. I can't think of his name.
since
Uh,
the
he
dude
he
that covered last season,
yeah, the one you because
the
the
one that
backup.
played the 90s, what's his name? Stinson,
Oh no,
number 3 or
he's
something like
gone.
that.
No, he's gone now. Stinson gone.
Oh,
They got another guy that he's been around the league. He's been around the league. He's a pretty good. He played with. He was over there.
Brian Hoyer.
Brian
Yeah,
Hoyer?
yeah,
oh,
Hoyer.
Brian
Yeah,
Hoyer.
Hoyer.
okay,
Yeah, he's gonna start this week. Jimmy G got a concussion.
Mm,
right,
that,
that's
that
right.
makes sense. He
Okay.
did. He did get he got hit a few times, so
Yeah, yeah.
I can see a concussion on his way. Eagles, y'all got the Commanders. Every team, it seems like each year, especially a dominant team, they got to take that one L to a team that everybody's like y'all should have beat. Do you think this week will be that L?
No, no. I say, you notice I say everything with my chest. You know what I mean? No.
Did you say we lost last year with your chest? Did you say it? Did, at the
Cody
Say
end of the
what?
crazy.
Super Bowl, at the
Say
end of
that
the
again.
Super Bowl last year when you lost, did you say we lost with your chest?
I said we lost. I felt we got cheated out that game, but we were in the chest. But we were in. But we were. But we were in just like when we beat y'all, right? What was your excuse?
I didn't have one.
Oh, yes, you did. Just like when we beat the 49ers, what was their excuse? Their quarterback got hurt. So it's gonna always be an excuse there, but I'm still gonna say it with my chest,
There
right?
you go. There you go.
Yeah, with conviction.
As you should.
I mean,
It
win, lose,
wasn't
or
it
draw.
wasn't
It
no
is what
excuse.
it
We
is,
didn't
right?
have a quarterback.
Huh?
It wasn't no excuse. We didn't have a quarterback.
Y'all did have a quarterback. We knocked him out.
And then you had another one, and they're not finished.
Well, the first play of that game, you guys, homeboy didn't catch that ball. You right? And the 49ers
Oh,
didn't throw the
we
flag.
talking about winning and losing, man. We ain't
When
talking about who
homeboy,
called what,
when
man. We
homeboy
talking
dropped
about
the
winning and losing
ball,
now, right?
homeboy dropped the
We
ball.
talk
He talking about we
we
talking
talking
about
about
winning and
winning and
losing.
losing. We ain't talking about who dropped what.
Cody
That
crazy.
one we could point to a play in
No,
each game that didn't go our way, but we talking
no,
about winning
no,
and losing, right?
no, because one play can change the whole course of the game.
It it it, it could.
If he drops the
If
ball, 49 quarterback don't get hurt.
okay, and then I could say in the Super Bowl if they don't make that call, then we probably could have won the game. So what's the difference?
But it was a call.
That's what I'm saying. Just like you
But
said, it was a catch,
yeah,
right?
no, it wasn't. He should have threw the flag. He didn't
Wait,
throw the
wait
flag.
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, was it a flag throw?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was a
No,
catch.
it was a flag thrown. It was a flag thrown in the Super Bowl. It was a flag
No,
thrown in the Super
no,
Bowl.
yeah, that's what we talk. That's what we talking about. We
Yeah, but
talking
in the
about.
49ers, the guy should have threw the flag. He didn't throw the flag.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So and if this was a fifth, we all be drunk right now too, huh?
Well, like you say,
Cody
if is a big
crazy.
word. If is a big word.
And
It
if
is
y'all
a
would have
big
had y'all
word.
running back last week, y'all would have gave up a 17-point lead, right?
And now, because running back can't play
Oh,
defense.
Here go the show. Here go the
The running
show.
back don't play defense. It was the defense that gave up the 18 points, not the running back.
No, no, man. If they could have ran that ball, I think they could have won that game. You
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah, they
yeah,
could have won that game.
like I said, we got to go to week 4.
Yeah.
okay. All right, so we're talking just week 3, but just we're gonna end it with this. We can do this every week just to talk about it. I want to know, how does your team get to the Super Bowl? Looking at your team now, what they've displayed just this year in 3 weeks, what are your keys to victory? How do the Saints make it all the way to the Super Bowl?
Play better offense. They need to score points. The defense is a pretty good defense. They're in the top five. And but what they need to do is they need to score points. If they can score points and play good defense, they got a chance to get there. Any given day, any team can beat anybody. So if we can continue to our offense get better, our defense is pretty solid. And injuries, if you don't get the crucial injuries, you got a chance to win.
Niners, how y'all get to the Super Bowl?
Health is our wealth. And I'm saying we got playmakers. We got plenty of playmakers, but if you're healthy, you like a well-oiled machine going down there. You can sustain a hit here, a hit there. You're never out of the game. And I think if we stay healthy, man, look, you're just gonna have to beat us. And whatever the better team that day gonna win the game. But if we healthy, yeah, my chip's on the 49ers.
Raiders, how do we see y'all on the field at the Super Bowl next year?
They need to win games. Okay? They need to win games. Offense, they need to score and score hard on the second half. Now, the Raiders are good they're like the first half champs. Like, we'll go hard them first 2 quarters, but when that 3 and 4 come, somehow we lose it. I think if we stay strong in the second half, defense and offense, more elite offense, so we can keep scoring, I think we'll be all right. I think I'm worried about just at least getting to the playoffs. Wild card, at least. Like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to ask, but
And I have a problem with this format here too, right? Because I'm always coming on last, right? If we were in the Super Bowl, I think I should be leading this thing off. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, and then I'm getting the least time here too. So I have a problem with all of this.
My bad. Everybody quiet down for the Eagles. Everybody quiet down for the Eagles.
You know what I'm saying? I see the partiality here. I see it going on, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Eagles against the world. You understand? No, I just think, man, it's just luck, man. If you got great teams in the East Division, man, it comes down to luck, man. Everybody's talented.
Any
Everybody's played
Sunday.
hard, but it comes down to luck, man. You can lose a player here or there, but you got to be lucky, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line right there, man. So it's a lot of great teams, and you got to be lucky because you're going to have these plays, within the game that's going to turn the game. It's just luck, man. Sometimes it's just luck, man. Luck of the whistle, you know, whatever, man. So that's what I think. I think it's luck.
Look at that ball in the air going for the field goal. Because
Yeah,
sometimes it just
yeah,
happens to hit the upright the right way.
yeah. You know, it's anything. Somebody could be going for a pass and the ball tip up and somebody go the other way. Last play of the game, it's just luck, man.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about, man. Because if you're in the NFL, you're a good player. I don't know about Denver, but it looks they don't even look like a college team. So, but yeah, it's just luck, man. That's how I look at it. It's just luck. It's good that everybody's team is doing really, really good. And then we just have to see. It's just bragging rights right now. So that's what it is, man. I enjoy these games right now.
Man, I appreciate all of y'all being on. This has been the first episode of the Scoreboard. This is the Pod is Good podcast. I've been rocking with it for a minute. This is episode 43. Wanted to do something different. I actually wanted to start this back when Spence fought Crawford. I wanted to do a recap back then, but hopefully, we'll be able to do other sports and things that pop up because, there's more coming down the pipe. But we'll be back next Tuesday to get it going. However, this is how we close out. I will say pod is good. Y'all say all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Pod is good. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All
All right. Pod is good.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And all
God is
time.
all the
good.
time.
all the
Gentlemen,
time.
I appreciate
Sounds
every
good.
last one of you. Thank you for being here. I'll rock with y'all. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Good
All
luck
right,
to
Peace.
man.
all your teams.
All right, peace
Be
and
blessed.
blessings, bro.
Raiders.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the 43rd episode of the Pod is Good podcast. I hope you enjoyed our first episode of the Scoreboard, which was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We tried to do something different, bring you new content. I know I got a lot of sports fans and fanatics out there, and I myself and a lot of people around me, as you see, are very much into sports, so we wanted to do something for the sports community. We will continue to do our normal schedule programmed every single week. Please stay tuned. I'm your man, Cashmere, California. This has been a very, very fun show. Very fun. I'll see y'all next week. Talk to you.